for me. I think for a lot of artists, we really had time to reflect and look into our music and into our art and try and do something a little different because, everything really slowed down. And so with that being said, I really wanted to challenge myself and do something different. So I decided to make an EP instead of an album because why not? I wanted to work with artists that I haven't worked with before. Alejandro, hola.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm delighted to meet you, even if it's virtually. I wanted to meet you so badly when you want to come down here to Stereo Picnic for the festival, and then this whole thing started, and I was like, damn it.
No, I know. I'm very grateful that we were able to make this happen.
I'm very grateful, too. I'm grateful for technology and for being able to have a chance to speak to people like yourself who are so amazing.
I agree.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here to celebrate this new EP. Please take me through it all. Take me through the process, the project, how it began. Let's get started there.
Yeah, well, Alejandro, how long have you got? No, I'm kidding. I'm going to give you a small version of it because I can go on for hours. I basically, last year was a very transformative year for me. I think for a lot of artists, we really had time to reflect and look into our music and into our art and try and do something a little different because, everything really slowed down. And so with that being said, I really wanted to challenge myself and do something different. So I decided to make an EP instead of an album because why not? I wanted to work with artists that I haven't worked with before and collaborate with artists that I love. And Imanbek was somebody that I really loved because I loved his song Roses. And I thought, wow, this is so fresh. It felt really new. And I was like, who is this kid? And I started researching him and I realized he's so young and he lives in Kazakhstan. And that really excited me, because for someone so young to have that much talent, it was something really intriguing. So I wanted to make an EP with him. And I was very happy when he said yes. And we started to collaborate and make a world virtually. And a bit like this interview, we really did everything over Zoom, over a lot of technology. I bought myself a brand new microphone and learned how to record myself. And Imanbek was very kind to guide me through the process. And we then involved David Guetta, and he was very helpful too, in his opinion with music, because obviously he's had a lot of hits himself.
Of course.
And I think all together, we really made something that we felt like was a product of isolation. This was artists all in their own space, being able to create. And again, with technology, we were able to make an EP that is fun. We wanted to give people something that was really exciting and fresh and fun. And I know that I needed fun, during this whole process. I wanted fun again and to feel free creatively. So we made a lot of songs based off how we wanted to feel again. And that's how the song Big came out. And that's why the EP is called Bang, because it really felt like a bang experience. Like we all just were like, whoa, this is like explosive. And so bang was the only word that made sense.
How did isolation and lockdowns affect you as a songwriter, as a producer of this EP? What were the emotions that were captured in the new EP?
Well, I think it's all about how you choose to feel. In life, you can, it's a choice, to feel the way you want to feel. And I chose to challenge myself and to channel all of my emotions into my music and into my art. And that's why I made this project, because it was something I wanted to put time into because I had more time, and for anyone that knows me, I love to work. I love to challenge myself and push myself more. And this was something that I thought was really productive, that I thought would stimulate all of our creative juices. Because of course, when you stand still, you feel stiff, you feel like you have no way of expressing yourself. And so I wanted to find a way to really stimulate all of the creative artists that I love. And so involving David Guetta and Imanbek and Gunna and also Khea, it was a moment for us to globally come together, because I don't think I would ever have met Khea if it wasn't for us working together. You know, I'm a fan of his music, but you know, I don't know when I would ever have been able to meet him. So it was actually really positive way of, you know, putting out your emotions.
I know that music is a universal language, or so they say, but working with people from so many different corners of the world, what are the good things and the bad things in terms of communication? Say, for example, with Imanbek, how did the energy come about?
Well, you have to be really respectful. You know, when you collaborate, you've got to remember who that artist is, what you love about them, and that's why you want to collaborate with them, because you love who they are and what they do. So when you start working with someone, you have to remember that it's a balance. You know, collaboration is about understanding the other person and making it work for you, and also marrying all of your styles together. And like with any marriage, there has to be a middle ground, you know. And so we really wanted to respect each other's creativity, but also find a whole new fresh sound from that creativity. So, you know, with Imanbek, he doesn't speak any English, so you know, we really only had music that we could connect with, because we couldn't speak to each other. So to be honest, yes, music has no language, and I think this is an example of that.
Tell me about working with David Guetta. What's he like in the studio? How does he come into the whole process?
Oh, David Guetta is just a force of nature. You know, he is so talented, and as you know, he has had so many hits of his own, and I think that he is just full of energy. He's very passionate about everything that he does, and it's really inspiring to watch. You know, he's very loud and very open-minded, and is not afraid to vocal his opinion, because he wants to make greatness. And I think that helped us. You know, it injected another perspective into our project, and I don't think we would have been able to do it without him. And I don't think we would have been able to do it without everyone, without Imanbek, Gunna, and Khea. You know, we all were like, it was like an explosion.
Tell me about the visual side of the project, because, you know, putting together the album may have been challenging because of the communications and the language barriers and all that. But in the end, you know, it ends up being successful. But what about the visual side of the EP?
Yeah. Well, the visuals was interesting because I went back to my roots. You know, I wanted to remind the world that this product was made from, you know, two Eastern European artists, you know, Imanbek being from Kazakhstan and me being from Kosovo. It's all at that end of the world. And so there is a lot of beauty in that end of the world that I wanted to show the rest of the world. So that's why I thought it was really important to visually get across the Eastern European style, and saying that everything from fashion to the architecture to the location to all the extras, you know, it's everybody that actually lives in Eastern Europe, and it shows a lot of strength and confidence, and we wanted to be proud of where we are from. And I felt like visually that was the only way we could do it, because that's our connection. You know, me and Imanbek are both Eastern European, so I thought that was something really beautiful to put into the visuals.
Who directed?
Her name is Jasmine. She is from an amazing production company called Iconoclast, that are a French production company. And it was just beautiful. She's another really strong female who is very passionate about her ideas. And it was nice to collaborate with someone who was so determined to achieve the ideas that she had.
Did you make the decision to just wipe out everything that was on Instagram in order to just, you know, move forward with this? And how hard was that? You know, because I just went into Instagram and I saw everything that's happening before the album, but I was like, oh man, wow.
I think that it was almost something I had to do for myself. You know, I think that last year personally was definitely a challenging one, and I wanted to leave that in last year and bring in the new content for 2021. So I think more than anything, it was something that I felt like I wanted to do for myself.
Well, we've been following your career for the past 10 years. We've been playing your music. We're really happy to see you start all over again. We're very excited about what's coming up. And I cannot begin to say how happy I am to have you here. And I wish you the very best with this new project. It really looks like it's going to be big.
Thank you so much. God bless you. I really can't wait for everyone to hear it. Thank you for this interview and all of your kind words. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Take good care. God bless.
God bless you, Alejandro. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.